seem like a student of the game. Who's some of the players you like to watch currently and some from the past that you look up to?
Bro, I guess currently, like, obviously I'm still pretty fresh into the NRL, so, the players that are playing now is
Same dudes
that I was, looking up to and wanting to, I guess, base my game off. And I guess just being a Penrith junior, like, Nath was a massive part.
What'd you love about Nath?
Just the way he goes about his business, like him himself, like he prides himself on his defense as well. I remember watching probably a couple of years ago, like it was a game at home, and I'm pretty sure he was coming off like a shoulder injury or something, and they're playing against Cowboys, and like the first couple sets, like Cowboys were sending traffic, like as you would, like sending traffic right at Nathan. Bro, like he was up for it. Like he was like, if you're gonna run at me, like I'm gonna be here to make tackles. And I think he put a shot on one of their middles, and I was just like, far out. Like, he's playing with an injured shoulder right now, and everyone targets halfbacks. For him to just put his body on the line, for his team in that moment, like that's something that I was just always like, far out. Like that's cool. Like, I want to kind of implement that into my game. And obviously, like you see all of the stuff he does in attack, whether it's his kicking game, his running game.
It's been developed over time too.
He's the exact same. Like he's such a student of the game. Like you look at it from from opposing team. Like you obviously watch a video on Nath, and you're like, all right, he's running this play. What can we do to defend it? So in Nath's mind, he's like, all right, they're gonna think like that too. So if they're going to think about how do I defend it, he's got to think of another way to, I guess, combat that. And that's something that I've always, I guess, cherished about his game and have always admired. Like he's always willing to learn something new, develop his game, work on his craft, whether it's his kicking game, coming up with little different kicks, coming up with different shapes that, will pull apart, teams, like stuff like that, which is, I guess he's probably one of the bigger, I guess, influences in my career, just being a Penrith junior. Like obviously you look up to him, but there's been like Mitch Moses, like I've always admired his kicking game, like especially long kicking game.
Sweet, eh?
Hits them so sweet. Like goal kicking, he's got a boot on him. Like just, I guess, seeing little things like momentum that he uses into it, his positioning, to give him enough time to get a great kick away, like. All of those little things, and like he's a little bit similar to Nate. Like he's got a running game, like his passing game. Like you see on the weekend, like in the Origin, coming out with 4 tries.
That's crazy.
In an NRL game, like that's unreal. But to do that in the Origin, like that's something like you don't really hear about. And like he's someone that I've, I guess, obviously based my game off. And like one guy that's obviously, at our club at the moment is Cody, and he's been an awesome part in my career. And not only the way I go about a game and the way I control a game, but just the way I see the game. Like he's such a smart player. Like just the way he can read, what defenders are doing. He's always tipping me up about what a foreman is going to do, like if he's going to double defend well enough, or if a winger's jamming, or if a center's jamming, like what they're doing, and coming up with a play of how we can probably attack that. So he's been awesome in terms of, I guess, just my mindset around early on in the game, let's just kick to corners, let's just grind it out, build pressure, complete sets. Later on in the game, later on in the halves, that's when we free up, play a bit more footy, play what we see. And he's big on like playing what you see in front of you, and that's something that like I've always loved as well. Like I've always been like an eyes up type of player. Like if I see a fullback plug, and there's no one in behind, grabber, kicking behind, like little things like that. So, and he's big on playing what you see. Like no matter if you call a play and you see something different, like back yourself and go with your gut instinct, and like he's big on that. So he's been awesome in terms of just giving me confidence to, I guess, make those decisions.